What's up guys, I'm here with another video. Welcome to episode 23 of Building a City. Today we're building a modern suburban house. So, yeah.
Why choose Invisalign? Invis is advanced clear aligner technology that straightens your teeth more comfortably and less painfully than braces. Invis is predictable and trusted by dental experts with over 9 million smiles worldwide. Invisalign. The hunt is on!
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make an entire modern suburban style house. I would also like to add that it's sort of realistic as well, getting all of those tags in there for the title. And when I say I'm going to show you how to make the entire house, this is what it includes. Everything that we have seen outside so far, including the car here. If we take a closer look at the back garden, you can see that we have a seating area and we have a little bit of a patio, some flower beds, and we even have a lawn mower. Yes, it's meant to be a lawn mower. Listen, I tried my best, okay? We have a little workshop hidden away inside of our garage. As we enter into the house, we have a porch area to take off our shoes and our jacket and our hats and our banners hanging off the wall. As we walk through the porch, we have a hallway which has a nice little bit of storage, and it's just kind of homely in here. The first room that we'll encounter after the hallway, or off of the hallway, we have a nice little cozy living room with a modern slash kind of classic vibe. Sort of retro in here. We have kind of like the wooden frame box TV, we have a grandfather clock, but we also have a modern fireplace, some wooden units, and also a sofa. As we walk through the hallway, number one, we have a kitchen, but more importantly, we have a downstairs toilet for all of the lazy people out there. Hands up if you're as lazy as I am. Of course, we have access to the back door, which takes us outside to the lawn mower. But more importantly, my favourite room of the house, mainly because that's where all of the food is, we have the kitchen with a smart fridge, a smart oven, a microwave, we have a pantry, we have a washing machine, we have a dishwasher, we have a coffee machine, all sorts of goodies in here. Coming upstairs into the landing, we have a shelving unit that's pretty interesting to look at. We have access to 3 rooms up here, so I'll show you the most boring room first of all. As we climb up these ladders, we have access to our loft, which is just a bit of a storage area, and I wonder what could be behind those spruce planks there. Watch the tutorial video to find out. We have a big, giant master bedroom with a couple of wardrobes, a desk, a bed, a TV on the wall, a lamp, all sorts of fun stuff in here. And last but not least, a fully fitted bathroom with a walk-in shower, an old-fashioned toilet. We have a bath, and of course we have a bunch of shelving units and medicine cabinet and all sorts of fun stuff. If you enjoyed this video, please do remember to hit that like button, as it helps me in the channel very, very, very much. But without any further ado, let's get started. Here is the amount of space required to make your build, a 22 by 36 block area as represented by the white concrete grid on the ground, which you are more than welcome to make if you are planning out your world. Here are all of the materials. throughout the build, please do make sure that you have access to all those materials and enough of them as well. Step 1, ladies and gentlemen, if you have made the grid, come all the way over to the front left-hand corner of it, and then count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then to the right by 1, and this is our starting position. Begin by placing a row of 3 dark prismarine, 1, 2, 3, going right. Then extend that prismarine forwards, right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1, right by 3, 1, 2, 3. Extend forward by 2, 1, 2. And then right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend backwards by 13, 1.
13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then in by 2, 1, 2. Back by 3, 1, 2, 3. Into 1, 2. Back by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then all you have to do is extend across and connect forward. And we should have this pretty nice little template for the main part of the house. That is where most of the living area is going to be. Now, it is ever so slightly more complicated than that. So if you come to the front of the build and you take the front right hand corner and place, either use glass block or pane. Pane's probably...
Hello, Daryl Fabian. Welcome to live stream.
3 pane extending forwards. Left 1. Dark prismarine. And place... either use glass block or pane. Pane's probably a little bit better. And place 1, 2, 3 pane extending forwards. Left 1. Dark prismarine. Destroy the block in the ground and place a door there. And then simply place a prismarine and connect back to the house like this. So that is the first little amendment that I want to make. The second little amendment is over here on the front left side of the build. So this here is a bay window, and I simply want you to place 3 upside down dark prismarine stairs in front of this little row of 3 that we have here. It's as wide as the gap. To which, if you like, you can then place 2 rows of specifically glass block and then a row of dark prismarine stairs on top like this. So the next thing that we can do as well is we're just working on these little areas, is we can extend this glass here up an additional row. This is the glass that we placed earlier, and we can sort of raise up the area around it. So we sort of just want to place 2 rows of quartz bricks around this little area, kind of like in a square. And the quartz bricks also want to extend above and around the top of the glass. We also want a glass block above the door here. So what we have made is some loose framework for the porch. That's pretty much done, minus the roof sections. So what I'd like to do next is I'd like to make more of the frame of the house. So, to do this, I'm going to take pretty much every single prismarine that we have on the outline of the house, and we are going to add a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quartz bricks on top of every single dark prismarine. So, we're going to begin by doing this.
Hello, Cheap. Welcome to the live stream.
Behind the glass that we have in the bay window. But we do want to add the quartz bricks to the inside of the porch though. So where we quartz, we do want to extend this upwards, which is why I didn't want to complicate things by taking the porch any further. So we want to have the back wall of the porch here, and then we can continue going around the rest of the house. And once that has been done, once we have added all of these rows of quartz bricks, this kind of gives you a decent idea of how big the ground floor of the house is. We kind of have a loose idea anyway with doing the outline of the house. This kind of gives you a decent idea of how big the ground floor of the house is. We kind of have a loose idea anyway with doing the outline of the house, but this is kind of about how tall the ceiling can be. And this house also has a double ceiling. So what I mean by that is we are able to have one material for the actual ceilings inside the rooms, and we are able to have a separate floor, which is because it allows us to have a little bit of variation inside the house. It gives us a bit more freedom when we're actually decorating the inside of it. So that is why it's actually quite deceptively small inside, but from the outside it looks as though like, oh, these rooms are huge and tall, but this is what we want to have so far. Now that we've done this, I would like to do a little bit more of the porch. So I want to add a row of 3 quartz bricks on top of the 3 middle center blocks, extend that middle one up, and then I'm going to stick some dark prismarine on the sides of what is essentially the little triangle that we have here that we've created. The dark prismarine will come all the way up to the top with a row of dark prismarine slab right at the very top. We will also want dark prismarine slab on the left and right sides of the porch. This will connect to the house. We also want to extend the stairs and plan right at the very top. We will also want dark prismarine slab on the left and right sides of the porch. This will connect to the house. We also want to extend the stairs an additional row forwards like this, preferably the right way up. We can place upside down stairs where possible, and maybe even at the top. Like at the very top, I like the idea of having an upside down stair just in the middle, and then join the bottoms together using a single slab, and that is the porch.
Doing nothing might not feel like something, but the truth is, doing nothing might be the most important something of all. Buy now, pay later. Make money moves with Combank Step Pay.
It's quite nice like this, I think. We can even destroy underneath the glass and replace it using dark prismarine. And whilst the house is nice and open, we haven't put the roof on yet, I'd recommend destroying inside the porch and replacing it using birch. We're going to take the middle here, this middle block, and we're going to destroy this out, and this is going to be the front door. So we have our porch, we can keep shoes and an armor stand and stuff in here, and then inside here, of course, it takes us into the house. And whilst we're at it, just to create a bit of variety, you know, I'm going to destroy the entire ground floor and replace it using birch planks. So, just so that we're not doing one entire part of the house, all in one go, I would prefer to do things in little stages. Variety is the sponsor's word. If you would like, you can use a different material, especially for like, this house has a kitchen and a bathroom on the ground level. It's a very small bathroom, it's pretty much only got a toilet and a sink in there. almost under the stairs, you might want to use a different floor there. You may want to... However, I will say this, I have designed this house for the materials to kind of go together. I think that a nice colour combination is birch planks, dark prismarine, and quartz. I think that it's a nice blend of kind of like it is kind of like a modern sort of look, but with an older sort of style of house, if that makes sense. So it's up to you whether you want to change it or not, but the fact of the matter is I think that these go together rather nicely. This house also has a back door, and I don't want to get this wrong, as I keep saying. The back door is here. So if you have a look on the back of your house, you've got two parts where the house kind of like extends inwards. The back door is literally right here, and the toilet will be somewhere opposite. So, if you like, you can just get that added in right now. There's also a couple of windows. Window number one is on the most back part of the house. It's here. There's a small window. It's a row of 1, 2, 3 glass pane just placed right there. If we come onto this side of the house, the opposite over here, this window's a little bit trickier, but the idea is that on the back we find the third row up, so this would be the first, second, third, and then we count 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in and just draw a row of 1, 2, 3. Small little window, just like this. Perfect. Second, third, and then we count 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in and just draw a row of 1, 2, 3. Small little window, just like this. Perfect. And that's all there is to it. So the next thing that we're going to do is just seal up this area just behind this window here, because I forgot to do it. My bad. And then we can add a row of dark prismarine on top of our quartz. So on top of the quartz and bricks, add a row of dark prismarine, just like this. And once again, this is pretty much, well, it sort of breaks up the colour of the house. It also uses one of the primary colours again. It kind of just throws another, just throws the colour in. Again, but you could easily just use quartz bricks if you wanted to. You might prefer it. But anyway, we have to add another layer of quartz bricks onto our dark prismarine, and we are going to add a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, starting from the right corner of the build. We want to add a row of 4 quartz bricks on top of the dark prismarine layer that we have just created. So the only thing is, just to save us a bit of digging later, I want you to stop here. So like if you're doing all in one go, or whatever you like me and you're kind of snaking around, leave these 3 middle rows alone on the front left side of the house. The reason for that is because we just have to dig them out anyway to create a window. There's kind of like a window setting. I've tried to give this house a little bit of variation with the window styles. I'm not saying that they're anything particularly exciting, but I'm trying not to just repeat the same thing over and over and over again. So, in the terms of that, like, we've got a bay window on the front of the house. We've got kind of like a modern window. For the porch, like it goes all the way down to the floor. We have kind of like a window that is set into the house, which is the one that I'm avoiding placing bricks in front of. And we have also just like windows at like different heights from each other. Like, again, I'm trying to make this just a little bit more interesting. That might be the last row. It is. So that is 4 rows of quartz bricks on top of our frame. We can join this together at the top though, and then we can place a row of glass inside of this. So it might even be better to add a couple of rows of quartz bricks in at the top, set some glass 1 row backwards, then place a 2-row layer of glass. Better to add a couple of rows of quartz bricks in at the top, set some glass 1 row backwards, and place a 2-row layer of glass here. So this is just like 1 row inwards like this. And then we are going to, and then I guess what we can do is we can add quartz bricks underneath this, and then we'll be grabbing grass later. Over here on the left, at the same height as this window, we want to destroy, I know we've got to destroy a little bit here, we want to destroy a 2x3 row area, and we just want to fill this in with glass, and that is going to have a little window box. If we come to the right side of the build, we want to, hang on the right side of the build, we want to have leaving a gap of, so if we're on the front right corner, you want to count and find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th block here, destroy 1, 2, 3, 4, and then destroy the row under 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th block here, destroy 1 gap of. So if we're on the front right corner, you want to count and find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th block here, destroy 1, 2, 3, 4, and then destroy the row underneath it. That should almost be pretty much in the center of this particular part of the house. And fill this in using glass pane, like this. Because the windows, actually, my bad, we actually have to drop that down an additional row, my bad. And then the top row of that will be quartz and brick. My mistake. There we go. So that's kind of like all of the windows on the second story of the house. So the next part that we have to do is we have to realise that this part, the front right-hand part of the house here, we want to take the 3 middle rows, 1, 2, 3, and extend up. And then the centre block here, boom, extend up. And the idea here is that we want to also, do we do the same thing on the back? No, the back's a bit different. So the roof of the house, it just sits on the right side here, and it'll extend up and then down on top of this part. The roof of the house, it just sits on the right side here, and it'll extend up and then down. On top of this part here, so this is like the little extended up part, and we can extend the dark prismarine stairs an additional row forwards just like this, just so they're overhang. This is like the little extended up part, and we can extend the dark prismarine stairs an additional row forwards just like this, just so they're overhangs like that. Upside down dark prismarine stairs at the top, and then upside down dark prismarine stairs just extending downwards. And then we kind of, this is where things get a little bit tricky, is that, like, it might be easier to do this. So you can see that the dark prismarine stairs will obviously follow the shape of the roof that we've got here. But if we extend a row of quartz brick right from this side of the house,
hey you, whiskey hoarder, rollerblading gangster, bearded marauder.
side of the house of the roof that it might be easier to do this. So you can see that the dark prismarine stairs will obviously follow the shape of the roof that we've got here. But if we extend a row of quartz brick right from this side of the house, hang on, so that wouldn't have to be it. So come to the left side of the house and place dark prismarine stairs. And then start placing stairs as they would extend upwards naturally up to a center point. And then we just have to place quartz bricks in between like this. And this might be a really tricky way of explaining it, but it's kind of tricky because we've got to come up. And then start placing stairs as they would extend upwards naturally up to a center point. And then we just have to place quartz bricks in between like this. And this might be a really tricky way of explaining it, but it's kind of tricky because we've got to combine a few different elements together. And then you can see where the roof will apex, so all the way up at the top here. And it's what I always call a double apex, although it doesn't really mean anything. What that means is that instead of placing a single quartz slab up at the top, like you've got a double block. So you can see there, that's how it's all going to go together. And what we also want to do is extend the dark prismarine stairs 2 rows forwards here on the left, because we want it to overhang the part that sticks out. And I guess we want to have it wants to be even on the right side as well. So if you just extend those and then extend the part of the house that is an additional row forwards, like basically where we have the bay window, and then extend the part that sticks out. And I guess we want to have it wants to be even on the right side as well. So if you just extend those and then extend the part of the house that is an additional row forwards, like basically where we have the bay window area, we can take the quartz bricks, we can extend that all the way up like this, and then we can place upside down dark prismarine stairs just underneath all of these, like that. And then it kind of just like pulls together. And before I forget it, we are going to have a drain pipe in the form of polished black stone wall on the left corner of the house, just leading upwards like this. And then we can have the dark prismarine stairs extending all on the left corner of the house, just leading upwards like this. And then we can have the dark prismarine stairs extending down to here. And then we will want to have, do we want an additional, you see, what you could do, or what we could do, is we could have it so, I guess that's a little bit silly. My suggestion was going to be that we could have it so that one side of the roof is is like inwards in relation to the other. So like knock off one of these rows of dark prismarine. So like probably the roof could do, or what we could do, is we could have it so, I guess that's a little bit silly. My suggestion was going to be that we could have it so that one side of the roof is like inwards in relation to the other. So like knock off one of these rows of dark prismarine. So like probably this right row here. And then just have it so that, I don't know where you'd start, inwards in relation to the other. So like knock off one of these rows of dark prismarine. So like probably this right row here. And then just have it so that, I don't know where you'd start it from. Maybe you do it from here. And it might look a bit more interesting, or it might look dull. It actually looks to me sort of like intriguing, but the only part that I don't like about that is just like as you hit the apex there. But you know, it's something to think about. You might like that. Maybe if we do that, I don't know, I might leave it like that and then come back to it. But anyway, we've got the rest of to look a bit more interesting, or it might look dull. It actually looks to me sort of like intriguing, but the only part that I don't like about that is just like as you hit the apex there. You know, it's something to think about. You might like that. Maybe if we do that, I don't know, I might leave it like that and then come back to it. But anyway, we've got the rest of the house to do. If we do that, I don't know, I might leave it like that and then come back to it. But anyway, we've got the rest of we do that rigging. But the only part that I don't like about that is just like as you hit the apex there. But you know, it's something to think about. You might like that. Maybe if we do that, I don't know, I might leave it like that and then come back to it. But anyway, we've got the rest of the house to do. So we're just going to extend all of these dark prismarine stairs backwards. And again, I keep saying that it's tricky, and it sort of is, because we have to like raise up some of the house and not all of it. So like you'll see that it's probably it sort of is, because we have to like raise up some of the house and not all of it. So like you'll see that it's probably easiest to kind of like extend these stairs backwards and then look and like see if that looks right, and that does. And then if we extend this quartz brick here, we want the exact same sort of like shape that we have on the front, but because the house extends backwards in a bit of a weird way, it's just a little bit tricky. So there's a brick here, and then this would be one row higher. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see what. Extends backwards in a bit of a weird way. It's just a little bit tricky. So there's a brick here, and then this would be one row higher. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, is that we're kind of like lining it up with the front of the build, and then it gets less tricky on this kind of like long part here. And then extend this up here, here, and then here. Do you see what I mean? Do you see why? Looks a little bit tricky, although it's not when you think about it. But you're looking for the same shape, but it's a little bit more abstract because it's not all in like one plane. Like we've got a few different ones. but you're looking for the same shape, but it's a little bit more abstract because it's not all in like one plane, like you've got a few different ones. And the roof kind of like just extends backwards in a funny sort of way as well, in that we end up with like little mini roofs like this, and it looks kind of cool. It's what the reason that I designed it this way is because I didn't want just like a square or a rectangle or, you know, just a normal boring shape. I sort of wanted to make it a little bit more interesting. I wanted to add some more real elements, hence why we've got the garage, hence why we've got like the stairs toilet, hence why we've got drain pipes, and there's a little bit of drainage as well, a detail that will I'll almost there's one block that we need that we don't have, unless we do have it, but I don't think we do, which is a daylight sensor, which I want to drop below the need that we don't have. We've got drain. I wanted to add some more real elements, hence why we've got the garage, hence why we've got like the understairs toilet, hence why we've got drain pipes, and there's a little bit of drainage as well, a detail that will I'll almost there's one block, there is one block that we need that we don't have, unless we do have it, but I don't think we do, which is a daylight sensor, which I want to drop below the drain pipes. There's two drain pipes. We'll be adding the second one once we finish this roof. And I want to put it under the drain pipes, but I have a really bad feeling that I'm going to forget. So, I'm going to say it out loud now, just in case I forget, and hopefully it will make me remember. We want to place a daylight sensor underneath. One of the two drain pipes may add one to the garage as well, we'll see. And I don't know, it's a very, very, very minor detail, but it's one that I want to have. So now, okay, perfect. So now all we've got to do is place upside down dark prismarine underneath all these blocks, and we have all of our windows, not complete, but we do have all of them. And okay. Polished blackstone wall in this corner, so it's on the sort of like back right corner. Now, okay, perfect. So now all we've got to do is place upside down dark prismarine underneath all these blocks, and we have all of our windows, not complete, but we do have all of them. And okay. polished black stone wall in this corner, so it's on the sort of like back right corner. It's almost as if they're opposite. So we've got one on the front left corner, and then we've got like one on the back right corner, and just a very, very, very small detail. But there we go. That's kind of like the frame of the house. I'm really happy with that. I think that looks really cool. So let's finish. I'm going to get rid of some of these materials, although undoubtedly we'll need some of them again. Grass block, spruce trap door, we need azure. Carpet, I'm using azaleas, what else do I need? I guess some smooth stone, some lime terracotta, some green terracotta, and oh, we should also make the fence, which is spruce wood planks. Okay, 2 of these windows on the front have plants involved. Right. These blocks are going to go in front of this left side here with spruce trapdoors all the way around, like this, on the left and front, with azure bluets. I like those flowers, they're one of my favourites. You can then support these using upside down with azure bluets. I like those flowers, they're one of my favourites. You can then support these using upside down dark prismarine, or you could simply use spruce trapdoors. The second window box is literally built into the window frame here, with spruce trapdoors in front, azure bluets. That's it. That's all there is to it. Very, very simple.
Nothing in. Grass in.
We have leaves. We do have leaves. We'll grab those later. So now that we've done that, I want to destroy 2 rows of the grid at the front of the build. So I want to knock 2 rows off of the front of the grid, replace those using smooth stone, like this, and then we're going to have 2 rows of spruce planks extending around the edge of our grid, and that's all there is to it. So trapdoors all the way around, like this, on the left and front, with azure bluets. I like those flowers, they're one of my favourites. You can then support these using upside down dark prismarine, or you could simply use spruce trapdoors. The second window box is literally built into the window frame here, with spruce trapdoors in front, azure bluets. That's it. That's all there is to it. Very, very simple. We have leaves. We do have leaves. We'll grab those later.
Hello, Dum Dum. Welcome to live stream. Why you have so much sub but don't have much view? I don't know why I have so much subscribers. I guess people like my content. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on, I'm trying to count here. Oh my god. Keep destroying stuff. At least I have the grass block on me. Close that there. Alright, let's continue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
So So now that we've done that, I want to destroy 2 rows of the grids at the front of the build. So I want to knock 2 rows off of the front of the grid, replace those using smooth stone, like this. And then we're going to have 2 rows of spruce planks extending around the edge of our grid. And that's all there is to it. So obviously not on top of the smooth stone, that's why we kind of separated it, but we're creating a boundary fence.
Hello, Dave Ventura. Welcome to live stream. Hopefully I said that right. Sorry if I did not say that right, but I tried my best.
Which I'd recommend all the way around. And by the way, that's kind of like what makes this build repeatable. Like, you can make these houses next to each other, upon next to each other, upon next to each other, like if you wanted to. Which I'd recommend if you're making a suburbs with some subtle tweaks. There you go. So that's kind of like the fence area. I want to make a bit of a driveway. So in front of, well, first of all, I'm going to add a green carpet in front of the house to make it look like a little doormat. And then I'm going to destroy 2 rows of smooth stone extending the right. I suppose they can, I suppose 2 rows of smooth stone can go all the way to the right like this. Perfect. And then we can place an azalea and go all the way to the right like this. Perfect.
Nice, well, mate. Nice to see city builds. Thanks, mate.
And then we can place an azalea extending outwards diagonally from the porch, and then another one, leaving a gap of 1, leave a gap of 1, and then place 2 rows of smooth stone. So, like this. I have this marked out using yellow concrete, but for those of you that haven't added all the yellow concrete and stuff, you can see here that just behind the window line, 2 rows of smooth stone. And then we can extend those forwards, like this. We do not want to destroy in between the azaleas. And the azalea, I mean, there's no function to them except for the fact that I just like them as a block a lot. And I think that just adds a little something they've got some good height to them, they're quite dense. And we are extending the width of the drive.
I sub to you. Oh, I just got a friend request from you. Thanks, I'll accept it in a minute. Once I finish this, I'll accept your friend request. So I'm gonna accept it. Accept your friend request. So I'm gonna accept it. Friend request. Okay, I'm gonna follow you on PlayStation. Alright, accepted your thing.
Forward, so this comes all the way to the street. Might even put a car on here too, that'd be in the next part of the tutorial though. Part 2, as some might say. There we go, pretty good. I'm going to destroy all the grass as well, so I'm going to destroy the azaleas. We'll see about that. We're going to destroy all of the grass, and we're just going to have a pattern of line and green terracotta. In my thoughts, this is this particular build, and the reason that I said that you can build them next to each other, and the reason that I've kind of built them in this style is because I imagine this to be in a suburb. And modern suburbs, I don't know why I'm placing them.
I also do city tutorials, just saying. Okay. Hello, syrup on pancakes. Welcome to live stream.
It's not lime. So let's start from the beginning. So the pattern is, by the way.
Can I help? So people saying that can they help me? Well, the thing is I don't have PlayStation Plus. So I'm on PlayStation, so I don't know why people are saying to help me on my Minecraft world, but I'm afraid that people that might destroy my builds, and I don't want that, so I just play on my own.
So modern suburbs, I'm imagining to be very clean, very uniform, and very, very similar to each other. So if you are going to repeat this house, which again, you know, feel free, then you're going to want to probably create a little bit of variation, but also not too much. A lot of the houses will look the exact same, so if you were to repeat this, you know, maybe just change cars out front, flowers. You could change.
I know. Okay.
Materials a little bit if you wanted to, but and the doors and stuff, maybe call it the drain pipe, but you're not going to want to go too crazy. In between the azaleas, I think that I will just replace it using some good old lime terracotta like this. Whilst we are at it, because I do not want to forget, I am going to grab the daylight sensor, which is right here, and I want the leaves that I have as well. So the daylight sensor is to be placed underneath this drain pipe, and preferably we just have these same materials sort of like surrounding it, like that. That would be lime. There we go, such a small detail. I'm going to have some leaves just in the front of the house here. I think that's the only place that I actually ever placed them. And whilst we are placing daylight sensors, another one just up at the back. So here, then destroy here, and load stuff.
I accidentally destroyed the Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Blocks also work kind of cool because they sort of look like drainage, although the drainage would be going straight down. So. Whilst we are on the back of the house, let's re-grab smooth stone, and on the back of the house it's a bit more complicated, so I'll tell you what, we'll also grab the podzol, rose bush,
using the podzol again, eh? Podzol, rosebush, where's friend request received? Okay, I'm going to accept your friend request. Add to friends. Okay. I just accepted a friend request from someone.
And then stone pressure block. We're missing another block as well, as but
I need to grab the rose bushes. Rose bush. And these stone pressure plates.
On the back of the build, we want to extend this row of smooth stone backwards, and we want to have a row of... I wish I took a better picture of this. We want to... I think that we basically just want to fill this area, so we want to extend that single row backwards, and then we kind of just want to join it to this kind of like sticky out part of the house. And then... Oh, I'm going to need the leaves again. So there's a row of the leaves here, just on the outside of this window leading to the drain pipe. On the back garden, we want to have a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pods on, and I want to place rose bushes. And then extending out from where the back of the garage will be, which you guys actually have. Okay, so let's do this instead, because you guys, you might not have made like the garage outline, so I don't want to make it hard for you. So I'm going to grab lodestone. You can use smooth stone, but lodestone is better, I think. I like the texture. And from this corner, we basically want to create a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. So we want a 4x4 little just square here in the backyard. And we're just going to have a little sort of gazebo here. Also, this is why and then I want to have a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pods on with rose bushes. And it was, again, so just like that. We're going to have some stone pressure plates, and okay, so there's only 2 rows of smooth stone here. The reason that I know that is because we want to have these stone pressure plates kind of like set here on the right, and we've got like, we leave a gap of 1 stone pressure plate, gap of 1 stone pressure plate, like that. And then the rest of the garden here is going to be made using lime and green terracottas. So it's kind of made in the same pattern that we have on the front. So it's like 2 rows of lime. Of lime, 1 row of green. If you want it to look stripier, then, I mean, you guys know what to do, right? I mean, you just add more green than lime, or an equal amount of green as to the lime. But it kind of works out nicely on this little patch of land at the back here to have, I don't know why I call it like a bumblebee pattern, where there's just like more of one colour. So there we go, that looks pretty nice, and then we'll make lawnmower here in sort of the next part of the tutorial. So back here is, as I mentioned, the gazebo. The gazebo is made out of spruce fence, spruce trap doors. We're actually going to be making this too, and the little table that goes under it. Quartz stairs will need scaffolding, lantern. The gazebo is made out of spruce fence, spruce trap doors. We're actually going to be making this too, and the little table that goes under it. Quartz stairs will need scaffold. Lanterns, flower pots, and that might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think it is. So we take the, first of all, let's make the seats actually. 1, 2, 3 quartz stairs, scaffolding in front, quartz stairs in front of that, spruce trapdoors on the side, add a lantern, add a flower pot, nice little table and chair set. In the corner here, 1, 2, 3 spruce fence extending up from the ground, and then place a spruce fence, each pot, nice little table and chair set. In the corner here, 1, 2, 3 spruce fence extending up from the ground, and then place spruce fence equally on the fence fence as well, so you just want to make a square like this. And then, this is where the tricky part comes in. Just want to place some trapdoors. And I would prefer them to be all the same way, but to be honest with you, I'm not going to. Too picky, and this is just like the top of the little gazebo, and that's, I mean, there's actually not too much more to it. Listen to me concentrate as I'm trying to place all of these. Try not to make any mistakes. Trapdoors are one of my nemesis. Notice that I've got more than one. I don't have a nemesis. Multiple nemesis, Glass Pane being another one of them. But there we go, perfect, and I think that looks pretty nice. So what we're missing in front of this is a garage. So the garage is very easily made using, I don't think we need that, I don't want to get rid of them. It's made using dark prismarine, quartz bricks,
before I grab any more materials, I'll chuck these away, and the leaves. I'm gonna place leaves all around the fence. What are you doing? Oh, you finally decided to?
I'm just gonna join, okay?
So my brother's playing for a little bit, guys. I don't think I'm gonna take this live stream even longer because after this live stream I'm gonna be going in the pool. There you go, off your back in our world, and look, this is what the house looks like. I'm gonna build the inside. This is how it looks. How does it look?
Good.
I'm gonna build the inside. This is how it looks. How does it look? I made the back garden. Made a little patio here. Thing here, I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty cool here. There. Anyway, let's make the garage. Okay, the shed.
Quartz stairs, and then the dark prismarine stairs and dark prismarine slabs, and I will also be doing the floor of it.
Looks nice. Thanks. I worked pretty hard on it. I grabbed prismarine. Dark prismarine. What are you doing?
I do my character.
Making yourself?
Yes.
What are you doing? Alright, go to colour. And there you go. Your hair sort of like a gingerish
There
sort
we
of
go.
colour.
That's good. And then I want my clothes. Well, actually, I want my... Oh. There you go. First,
Might make that lodestone, or we might make it smooth stone, and then we'll just chuck like a lantern in there just to keep it bright.
Bugs on this game.
What?
Minecraft has so many bugs in this game. Bloody hell, the amount of bugs. So many bugs on this thing. Equip. Top. I know it's fancy. Equip. There we go. Base item.
Oh, and we'll also need the spruce planks, and we'll also need a door. Notice that it never starts. So the positioning for this, I suppose it's easier if we
Well, here I am.
where we get the rose bushes. So place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
That is
8,
a
9,
black.
10, 11.
Oh, here's Giggum Hall. You are actually right, Jane. There is doors here. You're alright, there is actually doors here. I forgot.
Well, how do you know?
Because I went in, I go to Giggum Hall every single second break. There is actually doors here. There is doors here. And doors on the corner too. Which angle though? This angle over here. Yeah, this angle. There you go. You're right. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Look at that.
10,
This is
11.
where your birthday party's gonna be, Jaden.
Yep.
In front of the rose bushes. We want to create a garage door, so not the 11th block, but the 10th block. 1, 2, 3 quartz stairs in front of this. Add another row on top. Stick dark prismarine on the end. Of the quartz stair on the bottom. Extend that forwards, but then extend all the way back and join to there. So kind of like this, right? Add 2 rows of quartz bricks all the way around the dark prismarine, like this. And then we're going to have quartz bricks on top of the quartz stairs here, just like this. And then we're going to use dark prismarine slabs. Oh, we don't actually need the stairs. I thought that we did. It's on top of the quartz stairs here, just like this. And then we're going to use dark prismarine slabs. Oh, we don't actually need the stairs. I thought that we did. But dark prismarine slabs are going to be the roof. It even sort of, in a weird way, it sort of connects to the porch roof. And it kind of provides us a little bit of an overhang, or a little bit of like a ceiling to like go. It almost creates a channel, sort of connects to the we did. But dark prismarine slabs are going to be the roof. It even sort of, in a weird way, it sort of connects to the porch roof, and it kind of provides us a little bit of an overhang, or a little bit of like a ceiling to sort of connects to the porch roof, and it kind of provides us a little bit of an overhang, or a little bit of like a ceiling to like go. It almost creates a channel, or a jitty, or any other sort of J word that you might use to describe kind of like a small.
I'm gonna build something here.
What is it gonna be?
It's gonna be a little. It's gonna be a delivery shop, and there's gonna be a little library, and then there's gonna be
A jolly?
little repair garage. I know we've already got an auto shop.
We're going to place the. Oh,
And then I'm gonna have a little,
whilst it's still bright in here, I'm also going
I'm gonna add a little day, not a little day, but a little tiny McDonald's takeout only, okay? There is a little, you can't dine in, there's dine out, you can dine outside. There's gonna be a little shopping outlet here.
So, we'll also need a
Well, no, actually a jewellery store by the next door to the mini library. So the biggest one's going to be a delivery.
There's something about the texture of them. I just really
a little
like
delivery centre here, the garage door here. So yeah, it's going to be built right here.
So, we'll also need a quartz brick. I had to search for that word. We'll just need a quartz brick just in the centre.
This is called the shopping outlet, and then it's the prison, the police station's still staying there. So you got the. So here's going to be the delivery centre, little library, jewellery, and then here's going to be a little, well, the centre will be quite big, little library here, and then the jewellery store is going to be here. So I've already got a photo in my head. I'm going to start now. I'm going to kind of do the Brookhaven one, the post office one, but it's just delivery centre. You can still build the post office. I'm not going to build the post office. I'm just going to build a little shopping outlet for people to come and do their little. Well, you can't get groceries here. I don't know.
2 rows to come back here, and then here as well. And then inside of the garage, which we have made it difficult to get into. Inside the garage, we want to have just a couple of rows, or just 1 row, I should say, of like 1, 2, 3, 4 spruce planks, just like this. We'll stick a light source in the front and back part of the roof, just to make it a little bit brighter, a little bit easier for us. And then, I mean, we could even have some shelves using like spruce trapdoors as well, so we could have like a little bit of shelvage here as well. Maybe stick some chests in here. We could even have some shelves using like spruce trapdoors as well, so we could have like a little bit of shelvage here as well. Maybe stick some chests in here and stuff a little bit later. Let's stick a door on. We can just use dark oak, a dark oak door here. And ladies and gentlemen, without sort of realising it, I think that we've kind of like made the house. I can't believe how much we've actually made. It's sort of crazy, actually. I didn't realise that we've actually done it. We've not made the inside, of course, not that we made any of the inside layout, but I'd actually like to tackle that in the next part anyway. So, yeah, I guess let me clean up and let's take a look at this.
I might turn off the PlayStation in a minute, Alfie.
Okay,
because, I don't want to lose our world again.
Yeah. Let me just quickly dirt this out.
Look at that, it's a delivery centre.
Yeah, then there's a little one here, and then there's going to be a jewellery and a little library. A tiny little library.
Hello, David McDonald, welcome to live stream. How did you get your world back? Watch my video saying building stuff is back. Watch my video saying building stuff is back.
So this is what the house will look like once it has been 100% though.
Oh, and upstairs to the delivery centre there's going to be a shelter.
Okay.
What's that? What's our town called again?
Peach Hills.
Peach Hills Shelter. How about that? Peach Hills Shelter. So in case like the poor people can't afford everything, they can just come knocking at the door and say, "Oh hi there,
100%
hi, I'm
fully
poor. Can I come and
completed.
stay here?" Oh,
We have finished a house. I need to make the inside. I'll do that in part. I'll do that off camera. Yeah, I'll build. I really like this house. It's pretty cool. A house. I don't know what else to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me building a modern suburban house. Usually you would like find these sorts of houses in like a suburb. If you did guys enjoy this video, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video from me, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a lovely day guys. Peace out.